Hi, everybody. This is Jim Carr from the BACB, and I'm joined here today by my Deputy CEO, Dr. Melissa Nosik.
Hi, everyone.
Melissa and I are recording this episode from our homes in Colorado because the BACB has been on remote work status since March 17. Since the start of the pandemic, the BACB has provided our community with updates on our COVID-19 webpage, and you can access this page via the red box on the top of our homepage at bacb.com. Now, because of the rapid pace of developments associated with the pandemic, we've been issuing new information and guidance as soon as it's available. And much of this information has been informed by a number of stakeholders with whom we've kept in close contact, and these include providers, funders, and leaders in the profession. Our COVID-19 webpage currently includes guidance about how to meet supervision, experience, and CEU requirements right now. The page also has ethics-based guidance around health and safety and continuity of care. There's an update on Pearson VUE's test center closures, and there's also information about fee waivers for voluntary and active status applications that we received through June 30th. Now, Melissa oversees our testing and accreditation department, so I've asked her here today to provide an update on some of our important testing activities.
As Jim mentioned, Pearson VUE testing centers are closed right now, and there have been many questions coming in related to meeting certification standards during this time. We have been engaged in correspondence with our accrediting body, NCCA, with respect to their standards. Because there's a need for continued credentialing in many essential health-related industries right now, the NCCA commissioners are working really hard with us to provide guidance and flexibility where it's possible. In that vein, on Friday, March 20th, NCCA announced that accredited certification programs like ours would be permitted with an approved application to offer online proctored delivery. Our board of directors has approved making our RBT exams available in that format. And the features of the remote platform include ID verification, session monitoring, browser lockdown, and recordings of the sessions as well. So when that testing format is ready to launch, there won't be any new procedures for RBT applicants to register for their exam after their application has been approved by the BACB. However, they will receive a link to register for the remote exam on a specific date and time of their choice, and that is no different than our current process. Our testing team has dropped all other tasks right now to work with Pearson VUE on the technical aspects of delivering our RBT exam remotely. Now, with the current demand for remote access to testing across many professions, we don't have a confirmed timeline yet, but we will make an announcement as soon as RBT exams will be available via applicants' home computers. I also want to just take a moment to emphasize with everyone the pilot status of this program for the BACB and for many other professional organizations. The data are being monitored very closely by our accrediting body because of uncertainties that exist around the security of this delivery method. Our psychometrician will be reporting data regularly to our accrediting body, and comparisons with on-site testing and other psychometric analyses will be the basis for determining whether this method is still permitted for accredited certification programs after test centers reopen. Now, we expect some people might wonder whether the BCBA and BCABA examinations will be delivered remotely at some point. I just wanted to address that here quickly. While security is one consideration that I've already mentioned in remote examination delivery, another element is the candidate experience. The BCBA and BCABA examinations are 4 hours in comparison to the 90-minute RBT exam. And due to the current strains that we're experiencing on internet connectivity, it would be a real challenge to ensure 4 hours of the type of connectivity necessary to deliver those examinations remotely. So we have issued an announcement about this for anyone that wants further details. It can be found on the BACB's COVID-19 updates page. And that's all for testing. Before I turn this back over to Jim, I just wanted to personally say to everyone that I hope everyone is hanging in there during this difficult time. My heart goes out to all of the clients, families, and service providers who are wading through these really uncharted waters right now. And on a daily basis, I will say I do find some comfort that applied behavior analysis is a profession full of individuals who are helpers, and they have vast problem-solving repertoires because of the difficult work that we do every day. If there's any group prepared to identify solutions during this time, we definitely are.
Thank you, Melissa. I couldn't agree more with that sentiment. So to summarize, we are working on remote test delivery for the RBT exam right now, and we'll keep everyone updated as soon as we know when it's going to be available. Finally, I just want to acknowledge that many behavior analysis conferences have been canceled, postponed, or moved online this spring and summer. Our professional associations are the main educational dissemination and support mechanisms for behavior analysis, and they need your support now more than ever. Many of them were already under-resourced before the pandemic, and as a result, some are now in pretty dire financial situations. However, even in these difficult times, many of them are still producing very valuable guidance for our communities. So I encourage all of our listeners to visit their respective professional association websites to see what guidance is available from them during the pandemic. And if you aren't already members, please consider joining so that they have the resources they need to support you in your career. And so to all of the behavior analysts out there, thank you for being there for each other and for the clients and families that need your support right now.
Thank you for listening to Inside the BACB. Don't miss future episodes. Subscribe now.